My today task is to replace brakes on this beautiful BMW 6 Series. So I need to replace the front axle, rear axle, and also I need to do a brake fluid replacement. For this, of course, I'll need new pads for the front and rear, new rotors, and new fluid. After completing the job, I'll need to reset the service interval for brake fluid replacement and also for the front and rear axle brakes. First thing is to prepare my working area. I need to access the brake fluid reservoir. After that, I need to secure the vehicle on the lift and remove the wheels. And this is the brake fluid reservoir. This here is the cap, and inside of the cap we'll have the level switch for the fluid level. Now I need to secure the lift and to make sure that the lift pads are exactly aligned with the vehicle pads, front and rear. Now we can rise up the car. Next we need to make sure that the car is secured on the lift. At this moment, with the wheels off the ground, I will remove them. It's easier for me to do so. With the wheels removed, I will rise up a little more the car. Now it's perfect, I have access. I will start with this wheel, throwing an empty box on the floor to catch the dirt, pulling my working cart next to me. I will start to remove this caliper. I need to open the caliper. A little more. I think it's enough. The next step, I need to remove the wear sensor. Like that. Next, I need to remove the sliding pin covers, the dust covers. It's one up here, one down here. And now I can remove the sliding pins. Now I will remove the caliper. I can remove the brake pad from here, this one from here. Now with an 18mm, I will remove the caliper bracket. Next I need to remove the set screw for the rotor, like that, and I can pull out the rotor. Now with my safety glasses, I will start to clean the face of the hub for the new rotor. And also the centering ring for the rim. This is cleaned, it's nice. Next step, we will grease it. Like that. Put up a new rotor. Like that. Now I will clean my caliper bracket. And also the caliper. I will push all the way back the piston. This way I will make sure that the piston is free and is moving. Like that. And now I can start mount everything back. I will use the sliding points for the pads on the bracket. I will also grease the new pads. Clean the sliding pins. And the same, grease the sliding pins. Those are most important things that need to be greased. And put back the springs. We have some new ones in the kit, but we didn't have the set screws. So yeah, that's not bueno. And we also need a new brake sensor. And at the end, after I replace all the brakes, I will go and torque every single screw. And now I will repeat the process on the other side. And also repeat the process on this side. Sorry, I forgot to push record on my camera. So now I'm pushing back this piston, but also when you do that, you need to make sure that your reservoir is not overflowing. You see it? It's almost overflowing. So I need to remove some fluid from there. Okay, so after removing some excess fluid, I can push all the way back this piston like that, and I also need to make sure that the gasket it's folding in like it was designed to. Something like that. Makes the caliper bracket. Okay. Those are unnecessarily over torqued. Oh, we had a surprise behind the rotor. Again, clean the hub face. Okay, now I'm gonna move to the rear axle and start working here. And same process here. Remove caliper, pads, bracket, rotor, clean, replace the rotor, replace the pads, mount everything back. So I'll start with the spring plate. Next I will compress the piston, release the pressure from the pads, Like that. The same, I'll go and check to see if I need to extract more brake fluid, but no, it's okay. From here in the back the same, remove the dust caps for the sliding pins. Remove the sliding pins. Now I will remove the pads. And caliper. Now remove the caliper bracket. Now remove the set screw for the rotor. Throw the screw away, not the key, not the Allen key. The rotor is not moving, but that there is a problem because I will take my smaller purse first time. I need a good swing. Now I can inspect the shoes for the parking brake, for the handbrake. They seem to be okay. They have enough life. I cannot see any cracks, damages, nothing wrong here. And the same, I will clean everything here. Now here on the back I will wash the parking brake mechanism. While that is drying, I will clean the caliper bracket and also the caliper itself. Before I will clean it, I will push the piston all the way in. It's already at the bottom. Now everything here is dry. I will grease the contact area to prevent future rust. Put the new rotor in. Tie down the set screw. Take the cleaned bracket. Grease the sliding side of the brake pads and mount the bracket on the car. Now with the new pads, the same, I will grease them. I will grease the sliding holes for the sliding pins, like that. Put the caliper back, clean the sliding pins. They had some old dried grease. Re-grease the sliding pins and slap them in. And last thing to mount back is this spring. Same, and to grease the sliding parts. Put this back, sand it in and tap it. And on this side, same, I will repeat the process. Need to check the brake fluid reservoir to make sure it's not overflowing. And it's not. Now the same, I will clean the hub face with my tool. Probably you see every single time when I use these tools, I have new gloves because I care about my tools, I treasure them. That's why every single time when I use these tools, I will get new gloves. I know They're not extremely expensive, they're not cheap either, but I treasure my tools and that's why I'm doing that. And if you're saying, yeah, you are working in your own shop, you take your time. If you worked in a normal shop, you didn't have time for do those. So I worked at a dealership where everything was fast, because if I didn't finish the job, I won't get paid. If I didn't finish the job, almost all the times when I worked at the dealership, the work was very slow and I needed to quickly finish this job to hope and get another ticket, but that is a different story. The idea is, if you want, you can do it. And this job is almost done. I still need the wear sensor on this side and on the other side in the front axle. After that, I need to torque everything down. With that done, I will raise the vehicle up and I will torque down all the calipers. So caliper bracket to spindle 110. And sliding pins 30. Now in front, same specs. I can put back the caps like that. Also, you need to be aware that this sliding pin is longer than the one from the top. And last thing here is to replace this sensor. I will grease it a little bit to make sure that the sensor will slide, and yeah, sensor, it's mounted. With that done, next step is to go inside of the car and pump the brakes a couple of times to extend the caliper, the pistons inside of the caliper to their maximum reach now with new pads. So one, and it's already hard. Nice. I'll start the bleeding process from the rear right side because this is the farthest wheel from the master cylinder. From here I'll need to remove the highest quantity of fluid from all four wheels because this is the farthest one, the lines is longer, and also being the first one I also need to completely remove the fluid from inside of the reservoir at the master cylinder. With a 9mm wrench I'll access this bleeder screw. First thing, I will open and close to make sure that it's moving. Then I will connect my bleeder like that. I will open it, you can see the fluid. And now I will wait for the fluid level to rise in this recovery tank. As I told you, the first wheel, the farthest one, I will recover the highest quantity of brake fluid, and after that I will recover a smaller quantity, because then I will need only to remove the fluid from the calipers and the lines. Of course, even from the master cylinder and the ABS hydraulic unit. So I think this will be enough. This entire recipient, it's around, I think, 1 liter, 1000 milliliters. For my American friends, it's 1.1 or 1.2 quarts. And now I can close the bleeder like that. I can remove this adapter. I'll make sure this bleeder is tight, and I will put the dust cap back. So this will be the quantity of brake fluid that I will recover only from this wheel. Now we'll move to the different wheel. I also want to give you a short story. A couple of months ago I worked with a guy. He had a shop back in Panhandle, that it's in northern side of Florida. And when I did my first brake fluid there, I did normally, like I will do it now, you will see it. And he saw me, he was, what are you doing? Are you wasting that fluid? It's expensive. He wanted me to recover from a car, when you do a brake fluid flash, only this much from the entire vehicle. That is not correct, and that is not fair, because you will charge the customer for a brake flash, you will charge the customer for the fluid. Why you won't do it correctly? And indeed, his process was to suck all the fluid from the reservoir, from the on top of the master cylinder. But even so, there is a lot bigger quantity than this amount in the entire hydraulic system, in the lines, in the calipers, in the ABS hydraulic unit. So yeah, sometimes you will find, and that guy was not too old. Yes, was a little bit older, but was not too old. Unfortunately, he was stubborn, and at the beginning he was, I'm open to change, I'm open to new ideas. And when I came with changes and new ideas, he was, no, you won't tell me how to do my job. I'm doing this business for 20 something years. I know how to do it better than you. So I was, okay, let's do it. Either way, enough with the storytelling time, and let's finish this car. So this side will be same process, same steps. Remove the dust cap, check to see if the bleeder is moving. Yeah, it's moving. Connect my hose, open the bleeder. Fluid is going. You see those bubbles going with the fluid? That doesn't mean I have air in the system. Those bubbles are coming from the connection up here, and if I will play with this thing, you see, the bubbles are changing in shape, volume. So there is nothing wrong with the system, it's air drawn through here. And also this side, it's done. So now I can close it, make sure that the bleeder is correctly secured, put back the dust cap, and move to the next one. Next, it's front right side. This one, this time we will use a 11mm wrench. The same first time I'll make sure that the bleeder is not seized. And that it's enough. It's a little bit too much, but now I will close it and I will put the dust cap back. Next one. Driver side, same, remove the dust cap, check the bleeder screw to see if it's moving. Yeah, it's moving. Open the bleeder screw, and the same, we will wait. This wheel is supposed to have the smallest quantity that we can retrieve, because this is the closest one from the master cylinder. But sometimes this can be the same length as the right side, because if the hydraulic unit is on the right side of the vehicle, the fluid will travel the same distance from the master cylinder to that hydraulic side to here, compared with the master cylinder from the hydraulic side and down. So it will be same distance. And on this side, it's enough. Close the bleeder and make sure it's secured correctly. Put back the sensor, harness and dust cap. Now I will release the pressure. Close this valve, remove the hose from here, remove the adapter, check the fluid level, so in my case it's too high and I will remove a little bit, not too much, just enough to accommodate this level sensor. No, it's too much, I still need to pull a little bit more, something like that. Let's see now. Now it's perfect. And finally I can mount back all the ornaments, covers from this engine bay. And that's all here. I still need to mount the engine acoustic cover, but I'll do that after the drive test. I put back the wheels. And last step is to torque everything back. Connected the power supply, switch on. Now I wanted to connect ESTA to do the service interval reset, but I will show you a method without diagnostic equipment, the method that every single technician in a dealership is using. They won't stay and connect every single time ESTA for every single oil change. So first thing, door closed. Next, key in the ignition switch on, set time and date, and we have a problem with the parking distance control, okay, and the tire pressure monitoring, okay, that is not a problem. I have did a reset on the tire pressure monitoring to get rid of that error. We can go here, for example, for our information, info source, service info. So here you can see brake fluid, rear brakes, engine oil and everything, it's okay. The engine oil, I already did that. Next step is brake pads and brake fluid. Before we are able to do that, we need to set up the time and date. After setting up the time and date, we need to have this screen on this particular model. We need to push the trip reset button and keep the button pushed. Now, this is the brake fluid service interval. You see, it's over. You need to push and keep pushed. Yes, remove the finger, push again, keep pushed. So the brake fluid was done, you see, brake fluid now it's in green. Next on our list, the same, we need to push the 3 button and keep the button pushed. The brake fluid's okay, pushed once. Rear brakes kept pushed on the button, reset, yes, pushed again. The rear brake pads are done. Push again, oil, we don't need to do that, I did that. Front brake pads, the same, push, yes, remove finger, push again, and it's done. So all my service intervals are done. And this was all. Of course, I will still need to test drive this car to break in the brakes, to make sure that everything is okay. I need to wash this car and this job is done. If you learned something new in this video, or you like this video, or you like this car, you like what I have done to this car, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, especially if you want to see more videos like this and you want to learn new things about BMWs. With this, I want to thank you for being with me, for following this channel, for watching these videos, and until next time, you know the drill. Stay awesome. Bye now.